Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're getting ready with me and this look. First impressions on the Harmony palette and the Creative Soul glitter, all from the same brand. So I picked these up, paid for these with my own money, and I did a getting ready with me and this palette today. So if you want to see me get together with this look and hear my final thoughts on the palette, then go and keep on watching, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so first I'm going to prime, and I'm actually using my samples that I'm trying to get rid of. So this is a Smashbox primer sample, of course. I've used Smashbox before. It's one of my favorite primers, actually, because it like legit mattifies me, and I freaking love that. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are done, I'm going to start my eyes, and today we are doing first impressions, getting ready with the Harmony palette. This is by Creative Soul Cosmetics, and this palette is so pretty. Has a mirror, but when you look at it inside, it has three shimmer shades, three glitter shimmer shades. This one here is more of an actual shimmer, along with this one, and the rest are mattes. This palette sold for $35. I used a coupon. It was 15% off for Halloween, so I got a little bit of a discount, but I am just so excited. I have not played with this. I've been wanting to swatch it since I got it, but I've been wanting to do it on camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into one of these like gold shades, actually this one. And it's breaking. Okay, so be very, very gentle with it. I'm a little bit bummed now. So as you saw, it broke it up, but it swatches amazing. So I'm gonna actually swatch in the back of my hand because that swatch did nothing. So as you can see on my hand, that swatched amazing. The only thing is you have to be so freaking gentle with that. I'm a little upset that it broke already. So let's move on to another shade and swatch it really quick on camera. Let's try Cranberry because that's the shade I'm going to be using today. Okay, so that swatched a lot better. It didn't break. That's so pretty. So I'm going to swatch another shade. Let's take one of the mattes. I think I'm going to do this one here, which is Brick. Nothing. That looks really pretty on the hand, and it swatches beautifully. So there's three shades for the palette. I'm gonna try one more of these glitter ones, and I'm not gonna go as hard. I'm gonna go softly. That one didn't break. Looks so pretty on the hand, and it swatched gorgeous. That's the top one there. So these are really pretty. I'm really excited to play with this. I'm so sad about that champagne shade, which is this one here that broke up. I don't know if it's because, we'll see. Let's just get right into getting ready with it. So I'm gonna take this shade here, which is Sienna, and I'm going to go ahead and just go into the crease. Brush picked up quite a bit, and it gives out a lot of color on the lid. Okay, I like that. That's so pigmented. Kudos. So that like was super pigmented, almost too pigmented, but I will blend out the rest a little bit later. So now I'm going to go in with another brush, and I'm going to take Bark, which is the shade I swatched on the back of my hand. It's really packed on a lot, and I'm going to hit it again just below it. So as you guys can see, these are so pigmented. I know I keep saying that, but that's, you know, important to know. I did have to dip in again, but they're putting out a lot of color on my lid, which I really like. This shade is really pretty. And those are one of the ones I was most excited for. Next, I'm going to take Cranberry on another brush. I'm going to go a little bit more dense top. And I'm going to dip into that. I don't know if I need to wet the brush or not, but I'm going to try it without wetting it first. I think I went too high up. Oops. So I'm going to go kind of out a little bit because I do want to do a glitter cut crease type look. That is so pigmented, I put too much on the lid. So let's take that same brush and go over to this side and fill that crease. So you don't need to wet the brush. I might be doomed. This look is looking like a hot mess. Okay, all those shades are blending together. That is not what I wanted. All those shades blended together. So let's wipe this off and start again. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and go into the shade here. Okay, that one was a little bit tricky to work with, and then I'm gonna set that down first. because that last look was a hot mess, as you guys saw. This is like so close to my lid, and I'm just gonna go over my entire lid with it. So this mirror actually makes me look really warped, like almost like a funhouse mirror. So I don't like the mirror. The mirror is a miss for me right off the bat. Okay, so I'm going to take the brush that I went with earlier, that I went to bark, and I'm gonna hit bark, but I'm gonna like barely dab it, and then I'm gonna go like barely. Do you see how pigmented that still is? I'm gonna have to get in real close for this because... Okay, so the plus is this palette is very pigmented. The downside is it's kind of difficult to work with. So I'm gonna take that shade again, and I'm gonna try and blend out the bark shade again. Better. Okay, so I'm really worried for my look. So I'm gonna take cranberry again on a pencil brush, and I'm gonna define the crease that way. I'm gonna blend up. See if that works better. Okay, so either I'm having a really bad makeup off day, or I'm just not making this work. So look at the way it's separating here and also here. It just doesn't matter what I'm blending with. I've tried Morphe brushes, I've tried Roland Lang nickel brushes, I've tried crown brushes, I've tried Luxie brushes. So I'm going to clean up this crease and then kind of work my way up, because as of now I'm struggling, and I had really high hopes for this palette, like really, really high hopes for this palette, and I don't want to start again. So I'm going to go ahead and carve out the crease. That might maybe, you know, help me clean it up a little bit, and then I will go from there. So I carved out the crease. Now I'm going to take the cranberry shade and go into it again. I'm going to take it and just line it up here just to define it better. Okay, so this side of my face is looking like a dirty hot mess no matter which way I tried it. I've tried going over it, and it's just not blending out and stressing me out. So don't ruin my this look any more than it already is, you know, kind of heading towards. So I'm going to take a Morphe Y20 brush, and I'm gonna go over the lid. I wanted to go with champagne, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just try golden, since I've already had some success with that one. So it does break up a little bit, but it does pack on the brush pretty damn well. Okay, so without a sprayed brush, it gives off a lot of payout. So I like that. That makes me happy. Like, I'm smiling again because I was really stressed out for a little bit there. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, well, it's breaking now. I'll show you the palette in a second. So it's more of a shimmer and less of a glitter. I am going to try and wet the brush a little bit and see what happens from there. As you can see, it's broken up a little bit, but I'm going to dip right into that. Pick up more on the brush. Ooh. So it's beautiful when you wet it. Like, stunning. Okay. If we're being honest so far, I am struggling. I'm going to clean this up with a liner. So this liner needs cleanup. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up now. Okay, so at this point, I feel like a clown. Maybe it was a bad color combination, maybe we had a bad makeup day, but I'm going to go ahead and just do my face off camera, like the foundation, the blush, and everything. And I'm going to just come back and give you guys final thoughts. How about that? Okay, so I wasn't even going to bother putting on lashes. I wasn't going to bother changing my shirt, taking my hair out. So this is the final look. I'm not happy with it at all. Jessie thought it looked good, came up close and saw, oh yeah, it's definitely patchy in places. I mean, my liner's a hot mess. It just, everything about this look is just horrible. So final thoughts, as you can see, this is the palette I used. This is what it looks like afterwards. There wasn't very much kickback, which I really liked. And the glitters, especially champagne, fell apart. So as you can see up close, this is what it looks like. And the mattes still look pretty good, but I did only use 2 or 3 of them because I mean, maybe in a different video I'll play with the rest of them, but this one I didn't. And then also, as you can see, the one thing I don't like about this palette is the pans are very shallow, so it almost looks like they were pressed too hard, and that's why they look like they're not full all the way. So when you look at the palette up close like this, it doesn't look like there is anything, you know, wrong with it, but then when you tilt it to the side, as you saw it up close, it definitely looks like you are being gypped a little bit. So this palette is supposed to weigh like 0.4 ounces each. I haven't weighed them. I mean, I could weigh them. I'd have to depot it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use this palette again. Like, this is a palette that I was very disappointed in, and I don't talk bad about very many palettes. If I don't like it, I don't talk about it. Plain and simple. It doesn't show up on my channel. I just ignore it. It's irrelevant. It's dead to me. That's how me not liking a product works on this channel. But of course, this is one that I did pay my own money for. It's an indie brand. I love indie brands, and I'm 1000% supportive. But this brand, I'm a little disappointed. Just definitely disappointed. So I also bought a glitter, as you can see, and it is really freaking pretty. It's a pressed glitter. That one sold for $10. So when you get the glitter, it looks like this, but it almost looks like it's broken. You can't really see in the close-up, but when you swatch it, it breaks up completely. So when I don't think this is what pressed glitter is supposed to be like. As you can see, it's super chunky. I mean, you can just wipe it right off your finger. It swatches really pretty, but it doesn't swatch like all the way across. Like, the more you swatch it, it actually sticks to the oils on your fingers a lot more than it does to your hand. So I'm gonna go in again. It's broken up. That's what it looks like. So my finger has more than this one does. I'm just really disappointed. I just expected a lot more. The glitter I can still salvage. I can still use it, you know, in looks and just pretend like it's regular glitter, not like it's pressed glitter that I paid $10 for when I could have gone to, you know, Ulta and picked up 2 NYXs for the same price. But I mean, this is my honest opinion. This is my experience. Like, I will probably try this palette one more time, but it's going to take, it's not gonna be something I'm gonna reach for. So I'm gonna say purchase at your own discretion. I wouldn't recommend it to my friends because I feel like it's $35. You don't need to be spending. The outside, honestly, when you look at it at first, it looks expensive. It looks pretty, but it is just cardboard, and the font on it is almost cheap. I mean, I've reviewed indie brands before. It's a focus on my channel, and this is probably the one I'm most disappointed in. I probably will try other things of theirs, maybe. I don't know, not anytime soon. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, it left a sour taste in my mouth and I don't want to try any more things. But I mean, let's swatch a couple more things on camera. Like coffee, I didn't get to play with coffee. It's super pigmented, and on my chest it looks pigmented. Let's go into Midnight. That one's really pretty. There's a little bit of glitter on my hand, and that one's not as pigmented. It almost looks, I don't know. Let's do Bronze, which is the final glitter. Okay, so that one did not break up like Champagne did. And let's just, so that looks really pretty. But, I mean, there's potential in this palette, but I wouldn't go out of my way to reach for it. I'm going to say that right now. I have other palettes that are much prettier. I have more palettes that I would recommend over that, especially indie brands. So, of course, you know, this is my opinion. These are my thoughts. I was not paid to say these. I had no one, you know, give me impressions. In fact, I YouTubed this and I found like one video that I did not watch because I didn't want to have any, you know, pre-judgment in my head. So this is 1000% my first experience, my first thoughts. So that's where I stand. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I don't like the palette. I don't recommend it. I mean, you can purchase it to see how, you know, do it. But as usual, if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you don't like this video, please just walk away, pretend it did not happen. And I will see the rest of you in the next video.